But again, on Super Tuesday on March 3rd, there's going to be upwards of 1,600 delegates. So you got to move on to that, right?
Yeah.
Like the best that we are going to take away from these first 4 states is that like this shit is chaotic. Like, will it clarify a bit? Yes. Obviously, we started off with like 20 some odd fucking people, and so now we're for the most part down to what, 6?
Yeah.
So 6 or 7. So yes, the process has culled people out. But it's been in an incredibly messy way. There's still no clarity here. We got people who are just getting onto the debate stage for the first time.
Yeah.
So, the first 4 states are not going to yield, even if it's Bernie Sanders with the most delegates, which technically as of right now, Buttigieg has the most delegates, right? So like that's just like it just goes to show the way this shit by like one, I think, by like one or two.
He better get some states that are not going to do
They're
well for him.
not going to be good for him. Yeah, but it just goes to show that like this thing is not settled, and so we're gonna move out of these first four states on the ground that is unsettled, and we're gonna go into a day that's gonna allocate 1,600. So if I'm her, fuck no, I'm not dropping out before these first. I don't give a fuck what happens on these first 4.
Especially because voters are a little
it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, because it's already messy.
It's already messy. So we'll go into Nevada. She's had an operation there for a while. Let's do the best we possibly can. South Carolina, do what we can. Roll on out of there. Push in Virginia, in North Carolina, and in Massachusetts, and all these other states, in Colorado, and go from there. And then if at that point you can walk away, especially because just the way that they award these delegates, right? Like you get the statewide ones, but then there's delegates you get for depending on how well you do in different congressional districts, right? So that's what I'm saying. There's so many different factors, and if you walk, because it's a delegate race, if you walk out of a contest, a day, whatever, with X number of delegates that continue to move you forward, then it's like, fuck no, I'm not going anywhere. And ultimately, again, there's a long way to go before we get to the convention, and so much shit can happen. The other day, I legit thought, like, shit, maybe Kamala Harris should actually get her ass back in the race.
Woo. Oh, shit, you gonna drop bombs right as we right at the end of the conversation.
But, like, I think when I see, like, an Amy Klobuchar, who has not faced, up until now, any type of, like, shit about her time as a prosecutor, yet, you and others are constantly calling Kamala a cop. It's like, okay, well, shit. And now that, fine.
Klobocop.
Klobocop. Klobocop. I like that.
Oh, shit, we just
coined that shit. You heard it here first.
Let's
get some imagery out. Social media.
Klobocop.
Klobocop. But it's like, if we're going to throw the rules out as a Democratic Party, like we talked about at the beginning, and say that we're so confused, fuck it, let Klobocop continue to, to have a story despite the fact that she's never got any higher than third, right? Like, let a fucking Michael Bloomberg, Bloomberg I don't know, like, who stopped and frisked every fucking black person that he saw. Let him hop in the race and buy his way forward. Then why can't Kamala the cop get in there too? Like let her get a piece.
I did have that thought. Like that's a great analysis. See, that's why I leave it to us.
Yes, leave it to us, guys. Just go vote for the person you like.
I had that thought the other day in the shower, because this is what I think about in the shower.
Yeah, this is what I do in the shower.
I'm so sad. But I thought about it in the shower. I was like, I'm a historian, and so for me, I'm always very much like, well, that happened before. Looking at analysis
Look at the trends
back in 92, 96,
this is
happened.
Just like that.
Yeah. But I also had the thought, I was like, maybe this is one of those years where just history is on his head. Things are just not what they used to be.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one of those races where the person who came in fourth, fifth, wins,
and then
fucking
first,
wins one state. You still got ballot.
This may very well be an outlier year, an outlier election. We're
gonna go to a second ballot. On the second ballot, super delegates are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's 1993 as far as I think for like delegates you need, or 1995, some specific number.
Yeah.
But then it goes back to the old numbers of 23, whatever. 2,300, whatever the fuck it was last year, because super delegates come back in the game. So we can get to a convention, and now we have super delegates on the second ballot, and now all bets are off. Those people can just literally say, no, that person is it. Yeah. And so because of that, you're right. Oh, I never even thought about it. Like I thought about it, but I never thought about it. Like Kamala could come back in. I never thought like Kamala could pop back in. But yes, there is a circumstance where this is just different.
Yeah.
History has no rule. This
Right.
is we're in the
pieces.
Spider-Verse. Like, we're in the fucking
Yeah,
multiverse.
exactly.
Like,
Right.
we're in a different fucking world
Yeah.
now.
And I mean, there's pieces of shit that you can analogize to other stuff, right? Like I made the analogy before of 1992 and you know, and Bill Clinton, but like, right, again, we're in the age of Trump, and so it may very well be a year where it's like, y'all,
It's over.
don't attempt to compare this to previous shit.
Yeah.
And going forward, you probably shouldn't compare other shit to this year either.
This is
Like,
just going to be 2020 is a different fucking year.
different fucking year because we're dealing with some incredibly different circumstances.